to make sure that this evil government come to an end. We welcome that coalition, and we are going to work with them in our own capacity.
The likes of APC members, it will shock them to their marrow.
Good day and welcome to another episode of what is trending around the globe, especially in Nigeria. My name is Angelo and this is your most preferred channel, Channel Up. Don't forget, here we give you updates on trending issues, anyhow they come, anywhere they come from, both globally and with our focus on Nigeria. Thanks for joining us. Now, something is trending, or something has been trending. There is a short interview that took place between Nyesom Wike and a presenter in or off channels television, Seun Okumbaloye. Now, that particular video and whatever he said has trended, including the people's names that he called. Those he called included Dele Momodu, the CEO of Ovation Magazine and a business mogul in Nigeria. Now, it has trended and it has passed. Dele Momodu has now replied Nyesom Wike. I told you the Nigerian political scene is like comedy. He has now replied Nyesom Wike, and he replied him on the same platform, under the same canopy that Nyesom Wike blew and threw the first, spare. What canopy is that? The channel's television. In an interview with Seun Okumbaloye last night, Dele Momodu threw a very long jab at Nyesom Wike, and this video I have in abundance. Let me cut a little bit for you so that you will hear. In fact, he called Nyesom Wike names, a sitting minister. Okay, let me drop the video. More details after the break.
What went wrong? How did you both now side to be enemies?
Well, let me start with some of the messages I received early this morning. A former Attorney General reached out to me and pleaded with me not to wrestle with a pig. He advised that I should not wrestle with it. So I will set the record straight. So I'm not here to wrestle with someone who is absolutely shameless, who does not care about anything in this world other than his alcohol. What we witnessed on television last Friday was the height of recklessness and irresponsibility on the part of someone employed by the federal government of Nigeria to look after the interests of every Nigerian and not just that of his cronies, whether in PDP or in APC. It went beyond normal. And so, to answer your question frontally, I was a media consultant to Nyesom Wike around 2022, and you have the video there. I had interviewed Mazi Nnamdi on this very table. And thereafter, some people reached out to me that I should give Wike a right of reply because Mazi Nnamdi blasted him heavily that day. And of course, as a responsible journalist, I accepted to speak to him. He was very excited, and during the interview, he reached out directly, you have the video, that I should bring the Ovation team for 2 weeks. He said it with his own mouth. We didn't beg him. My job is my job. I don't ever joke with my job, and I respect whosoever is a client. Wike at that stage was still a bit normal. Tonight, I would like to dissect Wike's metamorphosis. If you read Wole Soyinka's Jiro's metamorphosis, that's what has happened to Wike. Wike started from the spirit, the money spirit of power. When a man who has been a nobody gets power, he begins to change slowly and steadily.
Dele Momodu, very, very funny. But aside the fun in it, there is lots of sense, or there are lots of sense in what he said. And that they've been throwing, fire upon themselves, and I would like to see where all this ends. He called Jason Wike a pig. Woo! I'm wondering what or which attorney general called him to, shit his sword, and then this was what he dished out in the name of shitting his sword. This man must be a savage man. Okay, well, I'll continue to follow up the rift between Nyesom Wike and Dele Momodu, as well as other trending issues too, as it pertains to us in Nigeria. Moving on to the next update, there is a video that has been going viral, and in this video, Nigerians, I stumbled over it actually. I saw a street reaction where different Nigerians were airing their grievances over the cost of governance and the hard economy and the hardship in Nigeria. They were categorically saying in this video that they want to oust the APC government and give way to the new coalition called the ADC. People really agitated in this video. I was shocked. That was why I decided to share this video with my viewers. Stay tuned, watch this video. More details after the break.
We welcome that coalition, and we are going to work with them in our own capacity. In any which way, we are going to support that coalition to make sure that this evil government come to an end.
The likes of APC members, it will shock them to their marrow. I think by this time, 2027, a lot would have unfolded.
Are you saying what happened to Jonathan will happen to Tinubu?
It definitely, Jonathan's own is even a lesser case. Tinubu's own will be worse. From what I am seeing from the coalition.
Some people beg to be different, but Tinubu was not.
Because Nigeria need a change.
People are pained though. People are pained. Lots of people are suffering. Broke everywhere, poverty everywhere, unemployment, insecurity, and lots of issues. So people in this video are calling out the government, telling them to quickly come to their aid because they are tired of one problem or the other. Lots of few of them were violently, voicing out their agitations, while the rest were silently doing theirs. But they had just one message: they want the present government out, and they want to give way to the coalition. That was the rough message they had for whoever was listening to them, including you and I. Okay, well, I don't have much to say on that, but the truth is, whoever fails, or everybody in Nigeria has the right to vote for whoever they want to vote for. So if these people feel that they are pained in a particular manner, every Nigerian too is pained. So I think Nigerians should take their time and voice out whatever pains them, and then when it comes to the next election, make your choices. If you still prefer the present government, fine. If you don't, you make your choice. Okay, so I would not talk much. I have another update to drop for you. I have 3 this time around. A public speaker has called out the general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, or the founder, let me say, of the Redeemed Christian Church of God nationwide, Pastor Enoch Adeboye. Why did he call him out? This public speaker in a radio station somewhere in Lagos called Pastor Adeboye out, rather, because Pastor Adeboye declared that Christians, including members of his church, should rally around for a quick session of prayer, or for a prayer session he was going to organize, like a fasting session, or like a forum for all Christians to pray for the Nigerian economy to improve and other hardship issues. Now, this public speaker called him out and said something, and he gave his reasons why he feels prayer is not really relevant at this point in time. This is quite controversial. Stay tuned to watch this video. More details after the break.
GO of the Redeemed Church, Pastor Adeboye, is organizing a prayer session for the restoration of Nigeria's economy. I think we should leave God out of this. This is a self-inflicted injury. We are the ones who determine those who drive us. And what we hope Pastor Adeboye will do with his influence and some of his top followers is to put pressure on those in charge to do the right thing. And leave God to do. Nigerians are not the only people on the face of the earth. In fact, if you know, we have Jupiter, we have Mars, God created all these things. So let's leave God out of it. Let our religious leaders join those who are calling on government to do the right thing. You can't on the one hand see people doing the wrong thing and then say you are praying to God that you want the right result. You can't plant corn and reap pineapple. I'm not saying we shouldn't pray, don't get me wrong, but we need leaders. We need leaders who can tell the truth on our behalf.
The man said it's not prayer Nigeria needs now. Nigeria needs hard work and all. Well, if you ask me, Nigeria needs both prayer and hard work. Yeah, so if you say it's not prayer Nigeria needs, if you take it one way, there may not be results, just like you imagine. But if you ask me, you have to include the both of them. It's going to be a double-edged sword, so that you can cut from any side. You try to sway your hand or swing your hand rather. So I'm not totally against Pastor E.E. Adeboye calling for a prayer session or a fasting and prayer session for all Nigeria, or for the change or betterment of Nigeria. I am not also against the man that is looking for hard work. What I feel is, the two should, co-join to make things work better, more efficiently, and even spontaneously. Okay, that will be, better for all the parties. So that is my own take on that particular video. I know you have your own take too. Why not drop your reactions in the comment section if you've been enjoying what we do here, and if you understand the pros and cons and where all this is coming from. Don't forget, I would love really to see lots of subscribers on this channel. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you tap the notification bell so that we would always see your reactions and engagements as time goes on. Don't forget, my name is Angelo. See you next time. Promise. Bye.